All right, so now we get to welcome our incoming chair to the stage for our fiscal year 2023, Dr. Kenyon Godwin. He's owner and founder of Active Family Wellness Center and Dreams Consulting. Here, wait. What? Do you mind if I? All right, thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Before we talk about your plans for the upcoming year, I want to talk a little bit about your journey leading to this moment. So certainly pivotal in your growth. You joined the military. You joined the Air Force. Talk about that.
Well, my upbringing was a little different. So for me, what I got a chance to witness as success was typically broken up into two different categories. There were drug dealers, and there were those that went into the military. And I was fortunate enough that my mom had three sisters that lived on the same street, and one of my cousins, his name is Perry, he passed away 3 months ago. He was in the Army for over 20 years, but every time he came home, he would come and pick me up and take me around in his car. He always had a nice car, and he said, "You're too smart to stay here. Whatever you do, make sure you leave, because there's a whole world out there and you need to see it." And so that was my inspiration to leave.
Well, how many years did you spend in the Air Force?
I spent 8 years. I went in at 17 years old.
17. Some of that time was in Alaska, I think?
It was. My last duty station was Anchorage, Alaska, which is where my middle daughter was born. She loves for people to know she was born in Alaska. She's probably clapping over there for that.
Somehow you went from the Air Force to become a chiropractor. How did you make that adjustment? Sorry. Had to have one chiropractor joke in there.
I feel like I should have seen that one coming, but I'll go ahead and answer the question anyway. So for me, I love being in the Air Force. I love serving our country. My wife served with me. That's how we met at 17.
Yeah.
So everything you see me do is she's an extension of that. We stand as one. And for me, I knew there was something greater that I was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And I tried to make it work, but the Air Force did not have chiropractors at the time. So I decided to just step out on faith after 8 years of service and move to a city I'd never heard of before called Arlington. To go to school in Dallas, but the schools and everything in Arlington were better for my online research in Dallas. So that's how we ended up here. And with chiropractic, I wanted to be a doctor when I was younger because my mother had a heart attack when she was about 36. And that was my inspiration to be a doctor. I didn't know what kind of doctor, but I did know that I didn't want to give medication because I didn't grow up taking medication. It was just a different thing for us. We used things out of the kitchen. I knew I didn't want to deliver babies though.
Right.
I'm man enough, I could do it with my own. However, seeing other people deliver babies makes me a little sick. And I knew surgery was not my thing. So when I learned about chiropractic in the military, taking my classes for A&P, that's when I realized this is natural, this is holistic, it works with the body, it's exercise, it's fitness, and I knew it was for me. So I just prayed, and that's what God showed me I was supposed to be doing.
So you started your chiropractic business and you joined the chamber. What led you to the chamber?
So I was actually a part of another networking organization that I won't name. I was one of the founding members of it, and it was great, it was successful. However, it was in Mansfield. And I realized, like, I live in Arlington, I go to church in Arlington, my business in Arlington, I need to do something in Arlington. And I met this lovely lady named Judy Rupe, and she said, "You need to join the chamber."
Yeah, way to go, Judy.
And so I came to the chamber, and at the time it was actually doing transitional leadership. And I didn't know that, but I just saw potential, like, hey, there's some good stuff and some good people here. And I'm still here.
Well, when I came on, Kenyon, even before me, he was, as we say, he started the chamber. He was a general member. He sort of grew his participation exponentially over the last 6 years. He became a major investor in the chamber. He was the recipient of the Veteran-Owned Small Business of the Year. That's awesome. We're very proud of you for that. He came on to our board, then he came on to our executive committee, and now you're at this moment where you're going to chair the organization. What does that mean to you?
It's truly unbelievable. One thing you did forget is I was an ambassador, and I was
Yes,
actually
he
ambassador
was.
with that guy. So all the ambassadors, shout out. It's an unbelievable moment. You know, when I stepped foot in the chamber for the first time, I approach it like I approach everything else. I just wanted to add value. I didn't think about this never imagined this. And so to be here with all the different perspectives of being a general member, being a new business owner at the time, having a young family, I'm just honored to be able to have such a diverse view and to be able to bring more value to our members, more value to our business community. And I'm grateful to be able to serve with, man, we have a prestigious board of directors, so I'm honored to be able to serve and lead them.
Well, we appreciate that. And Kenyon, in our 77-year history of the chamber, you are the first black chairman of our board.
What?
Yeah, if you didn't know, how does it feel to step into this role?
You know, that one's, it's interesting. I'm, again, honored and blessed, but I will have to say that I also understand that I'm not the first deserving to be in that role. I know there's been other black businessmen and black businesswomen that could be in this position, and so it would be wrong of me to assume that I'm the first deserving to be in that role. However, here I am, and I'm grateful to be here. I have my wife, my daughters, my team is here, and I want them to see that, because what's special for me about tonight is we get a chance to embody two key concepts here. One is the chamber mission, which says, together we succeed. And so being able to walk into this role, we can truly say, and they can truly say, they've seen us do it together. The second piece is Arlington has this nickname that we go by as the American Dream City. And so being able to do this tonight, I know that it sends a loud statement across the world that the American dream is not just for some Americans, but for all Americans.
Nice. All right, that's an awesome answer. I appreciate Kenyon. Can't wait to see what you have in store for the year. I know what you have in store for the year. We're working on it. It's going to be a great year. We're looking forward. You're going to be an awesome chair. However, there is one caveat.
What's that?
You need to go beat Jim in Arlington Pictionary.
Oh,
no,
I'm ready.
Just go do a good showing. We're going to bring Jim Maybach back out the stage. We're going to walk over here and we're going to play Pictionary.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get ready.